Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I am so happy to be doing the second installment of the Opulence series on Pat McGrath, and this is the Dark Star in this beautiful turquoise packaging. It is so luscious and so gorgeous. I mean, just it looks like jewelry. That's exactly what it looks like, and it is very opulent, just like she said. Now, I checked today, this is still available, the Dark Star, and then the one in the pink packaging that I did initially is also still available. That's the Metamorphosis, and it's just such a stunning collection. The lipsticks, I believe, I actually have checked, they were not available. I think there were some available individually in the blue packaging, in the turquoise, but not the duos, in the Matrance duos are not available. But there may still be some singles available in the blue packaging. So without further ado, we're gonna look at this beautiful palette. And let me just say, one of the things that I love so much about Pat McGrath's eyeshadows is not only the color. I mean, you know, there are these really unique, interesting finishes and colors, but what's really great is that you can layer them to create different colors all together. And I'm sorry for totally blocking my face, but two of the colors that I created are right here and here. And aren't those beautiful? And those were simply created by layering this color, this burgundy satin color, with this beautiful blue. That's how I created this one. And then when I layered this beautiful satin aubergine color right here with the brighter gold color, I got this gorgeousness. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I just created, and those are just the two that I created. I mean, there's an endless, you know, number of possibilities, because there's also a black in there, and that can be layered with gold, it can be layered with blue, and that makes for an even deeper purple than this one when you layer the black with the blue. So let's go over the palette. Here she is. She's stunning. This is Dark Star. Dark Star. And this beautiful hero color right here is called Interstellar. That's Interstellar. And she is right there, Interstellar. Okay. This beautiful satin aubergine that I mixed to create different colors with the blue. This color is called Deep Space. And there she is, right there, Deep Space. This black right here is called Dark Matter. And here she is, the Dark Matter. So that's a completely matte shade in the palette. The other completely matte shade in the palette is this deep gray, and the deep gray is called Metropolis. So the two mattes in the palette are Metropolis and Dark Matter, a deep gray and a black. The gold, the brighter gold, is called Enraptured, and this is Entice. And when I took this this color right here, this Deep Space, this satin aubergine color, and I layered Interstellar over it, this is what it created. And I hope you can see her, because she is stunning. Now when I took this Deep Space color, the satin aubergine, and layered it with the gold called Enraptured, this is what I got. I got this beautiful bronzy goodness. So the two colors that were created is this purple by layering Deep Space and Interstellar over Deep Space, and then I get this deeper purple And then by layering, interestingly enough, Deep Space with what is this dark gold called? It's called Enraptured. By taking Deep Space and layering Enraptured over it, I get this gorgeous bronze that doesn't look like really anything, any of the other individual colors in the palette. It's stunning. That's beautiful. And you can do that with Pat McGrath shadows. They just mix like they're made to. And you get two new colors that are totally different. Well, this in fairness, this is like a deepened version of this. But this is a totally different color just by mixing these two colors together, layering them over each other. And how beautiful is that? I love this palette. I loved the original colors and, you know, what I was able to layer and create those other two colors. It's a stunning palette. And I just lay the little sheet, the little plastic sheet inside of, is it even gonna come out or is it wedged? I just wedged that into the mirror just to keep it there so I'm aware of what the actual colors are. And it's just gorgeous. So we've got Entice. This deep gray, once again, is called Deep Space. This gold, this brilliant warm gold is called Enraptured. This matte black is called Dark Matter. This aubergine satin is called Metropolis. I'm sorry, I was calling it Deep Space, but it's called Metropolis. This beautiful blue is called Interstellar. And then these are the colors that I got by mixing Metropolis and layering Enrapture over it. I got this gorgeous bronzy, who knows what color. And by layering this Interstellar over the Metropolis, I got this deep, gorgeous blue, bluish purple. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's exactly what I did on my lid. What I did is I went in with the deep gray color, Deep Space, and I layered that into my crease, deepened up the crease with some black, the Dark Matter, and I took this color right here, Metropolis, with my finger. I took Metropolis on the lid and layered Interstellar over it on the lid to create that purple color. And then on the inner corner went in with Enraptured, this beautiful gold. Once again, there are the swatches. And Entice is very hard to see it on my skin. It just looks like a texture, like a sheen, not so much a color. And then the two colors that I created. I probably should make names for them. The Metropolis layered with Enraptured, and the Metropolis layered with Interstellar. Probably should create some names for them, but they're just stunning. This palette is just, it's so gorgeous. And I really love the way the look turned out. And the lipsticks that are included, they're not included. It was the duo, the Matte Trance duo, which is not available right at this time. I don't know if they're going to be back in stock. But like I said, I think that some of the lipsticks are available individually in this blue packaging, which I couldn't decide. That's part of the reason why I got all three. Just other than being a huge Pat McGrath fan, I could not decide between the pink, which was so luscious, the turquoise, which was phenomenal, and then the ruby red packaging, which is the Bronze Temptation, equally stunning. And so I was like, I guess I gotta get them all. And so I did, and I just love them. So this Matrance Lip Duo is the color 1995 is what I'm wearing on my lips. $19.95, and I think it's actually very similar to that color Christy. It's kind of, it pulls as a really pretty peachy nude on me. The other color I'm gonna go ahead and swatch on my hand because I have run out of room, so I'm gonna go ahead and, her name is Guinevere, and she's like a beautiful brick red. Guinevere. I think that would look good with this look as well. Guinevere. So that is the lip duo. And I had so much fun putting this look together today. I had a ball. This is such a gorgeous collection. And the Dark Star and the lip duo with Guinevere in 1995. Which, you know, the nudes are just stunning. I mean, they are just, and this is a matte lipstick. It feels very moist on my lips. It's not drying. It's not piling into lines on my lips or anything. I didn't have to use a lip liner with it. And it just looks good. Look at those two colors that were created just by layering. So, you know, I mean, that's a good value. I mean, because you can have an endless, you know, like plethora of options and possibilities by layering and mixing the shadows in your Pat McGrath palettes just to create new shades all together. I mean, that is just stunning. And that is the Dark Star. So I'm going to talk to you about, I think I mentioned that Pat McGrath is now available on Bergdorf Goodman's website. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, I'm going to tell you about the brushes that I used in my look today. The Sonia G brushes are back in stock at Beautylish. So the eye brushes and the face brush, there are some that are not available, but I picked up the Builder 1, the Builder 2 and the Worker 2 and the face brush. That's that beautiful buffing brush to buff your setting powders and finishing powders. I picked those 3 up. So those were restocked today at 1 o'clock, and I was at 1 o'clock on the dot, as you might imagine. I was right there hitting add to bag and place order. That's the Dark Star. The heroes of my look today, of course, were my Sonia G Worker 1. I could not love a brush. I don't think I'm capable of loving a brush more than I love this particular brush. It is, it serves the same purpose as my Hakuhodo J5523, which is also goat hair, but undyed goat hair. And this brush I've had for so many years, and I just love it. It's soft, it's beautiful. I know that Hakuhodo recently had a price increase on their brushes, but these are very similar in size and shape. But for softness, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to the Sonia G. And from what I understand, the Worker 2 is the same as the Worker 1, but in the undyed goat hair, so it's supposed to be a little bit softer. But other than that, my understanding is that it's the same size and shape as the Worker 1. So I picked up one of those today as well. And I mean, these brushes are just, I mean, especially for the money. I mean, this one retails for I think $36. That's what I paid for the Worker 2. So this one is $36, and I just think worth every dime. It's a beautiful brush. I didn't put any highlight on today. I didn't put any concealer on today. I really just kind of did the eye look, put on a little BB cream, and I went in with the Flower Beauty Color Drops for Cheeks. It's a color cream blush product, and it's just beautiful. I don't have any more room on my hand. Well, I guess I have another hand on it. And it's super pigmented, and I think I kind of over apply. There we go. And this is in the color Bubbly. Bubbly. And it's just a beautiful cool tone pink, mid-tone cool pink, and just super easy to just throw a couple drops on your cheeks, take a big brush, and just blend it. That's all I did today. I didn't do bronzer or highlight or concealer or anything. I just did my eye look and a little bit of BB cream in this cream blush. And I love these, by the way, these Flower Beauty color drops for cheeks. They're it's a silky, lightweight texture, radiant finish, and that's just the truth. Let me try to blend this out a little bit so you can see, yeah, what you're dealing with. And that's what I have on my cheeks today. These are really beautiful. They blend well. They're very pigmented. They don't irritate my sensitive skin. They're just winners. The only other thing that I used today, I went in with, I used my Viseart Neutral Mattes palette, which is, I highly, highly, highly recommend this this palette, the Viseart Neutral Mattes. And I'm gonna have to put her down now because I have to glue the pan back in because she is, a couple of the little browns in the corner are coming loose. But these are like neutral. This is a great neutral matte, all matte palette. And with every single eyeshadow palette that I have, I can pull this and I can do, a basic matte crease look. The color that I used in particular in here today was this gray matte. And the reason why I went in with the Viseart gray matte instead of the gray matte from the palette is because this is considerably deeper than this. See how that's a lot lighter? And frankly, I just didn't have the patience to go in with a very dark color in the crease and blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. I'd rather, start off a little bit lighter and build it up and, keep it blended as I build up the color, and then go in and place, when you're working with very, very dark shadows like this, you just don't want to have any problems in situations. It's easier to build up color and to build your look gradually than it is to go in with the super dark color, blend and get it blended out, and there's fallout. And there's not a great deal of fallout with the Pat McGrath shadows, but I mean, you're talking about some dark, sparkly shadows, and the potential is definitely there for that, if you're not careful. So I did use an adjunct palette along with it, but it's not necessary. You could certainly go in, you can powder your lid, to set it after your primer, and you can go in with a very light touch and gradually build the color up. I just did not have the patience today. I just wanted to get in front of the camera and film and show you this beautiful palette and these beautiful lipsticks. This is Guinevere and this is 1995, and I'm just so happy with this. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I'm going to be doing my very next in the series, which is the Bronze Temptation palette. It's the gorgeous ruby red packaging, and the lipsticks that go in that particular duo. And I hope you enjoyed this video today because I enjoyed filming it. I had a really good time, and this is a beautiful palette, and it's still available on Pat McGrath's website. So if you are interested in this palette, you can go ahead and pick that up. And if you want to see more videos about Pat McGrath eyeshadows and their gorgeousness and other content from me, please subscribe to my channel, like and comment below. I really appreciate it very much. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.